Hi guys, welcome to my channel. We are in Ann Arbor, Michigan today, and this is Argo Dam and the new Broadway Park. This park is located off of Huron River. The Argo Dam is a total of 22 acres, and we're going to show you the area that Ann Arbor has to offer today. And we're now walking through the Broadway Park. As you can see, some of it is still under construction. There are paved walkways. I've seen a couple of bikes out here already enjoying the space, and Ann Arbor is still working on it. If you look beyond those buildings, you can see the University of Michigan Kellogg Eye Center, and then way beyond that is the University of Michigan Hospital. This here that we're coming up on is a bridge, and as you can see, it's paved as well. This is another view of the bridge in Broadway Park. It is above the rest of the area and then actually goes over this waterway. There's the water, which is the Huron River, and then here is the bridge that takes us over. From the bridge you can see the Argo Dam. This was built by Detroit Edison back in 1920 for hydroelectric power, and it was sold to the city of Ann Arbor in 1963, and the dam was then reconstructed in 1942. It stands 18 foot high and 162.5 feet wide. The entire Argo Pond walkway is 2.2 miles. And today is on a Saturday, but if you come here during the week, as well as in the morning, you can see various rowing clubs using this body of water to practice. So I've seen the high schools as well as the University of Michigan Rowing Club practice on this body of water. The area that I'm standing at, you can see the bottom, so it's not as deep. And it's just a great way to spend the day. And as I'm walking along, I've discovered the boat launch area. And then just over here to the right, there are a set of restrooms, and then the area where they house the boats. And this is another view looking through the fence because of course it's closed, but there are tons and tons of rowing boats available to those teams that practice using this body of water. And as you can see here, there's just some area giving details. They do rent some boats. The area here also gives some directions on the body of water and where one can expect to turn around at. It shows how long it is and then just gives specific detailed instructions. This area here is a small dock. As you can see, someone is out here enjoying the day with the fishing pole. And here are the restrooms as well as several changing rooms. And if we continue on this way, you'll see that the personal watercraft launch, the North Livery parking, the Argo Pond Loop Trail, and then there's also a parking lot up above as well. In this area here, there's a parking lot, and then this is the start of the Argo Pond Loop Trail, and this is the trail that I mentioned earlier that's 2.2 miles total. The trail in the Argo Pond Trail is not for bikes, and that's because of wildlife, and as you can see, it's very narrow. So if you have a bike, this is not the area for you, but if you'd like to enjoy it while walking or jogging, it is the perfect spot. And here is another view of the parking lot. And so for those that need to be aware, this is an Ann Arbor city parking. So the good thing is that there is no admission fee. There is no need to use that permit that you have to use for the state parks. So it's completely free. These signs showcase the details in terms of the reduced contamination plus divert landfill waste program that they have here in Ann Arbor. So as you can see, it lists off items that are recyclable versus non, and that's right there by the parking lot. And then just over off the way, there is a pavilion that has multiple picnic tables. And this sign showcases the 2025 fall hours, the location details. They have multiple river trips, still water paddles, and then tubes that are available as well. Here is a sign that is near the pavilion and the picnic area as well as the parking lot, and it details the Argo Pond Stillwater. It has the Argo Stillwater paddling, instructions, directions, the Argo livery, and then folks also go tubing in this water as well. On a day back in summer when we were here, it was very, very crowded. So the people in Ann Arbor and surrounding areas come to this area quite a bit. This sign details the Huron River Water Trail and states that it goes 104 miles. It goes all the way from Milford to Brighton, Dexter, Ann Arbor, Ypsilanti, Belleville, and Flat Rock. And that is actually surprising to me. I had no idea that the Huron River was that far. And so it states that it is available for kayaking, canoeing, fishing on a fly, and other freshwater pursuits. And then you can access this information online as well. And right now we're showing the launch pads, and this includes the one for kayaks as well. And then when you get on here, it actually gives very specific instructions. I'll get just a little bit closer, that way you guys can see that. But if you're unfamiliar and unsure how to do it, it looks like this is available at www.ez/doc.com. And then also, as I mentioned, there's a sign here. And this is the area that they call the Argo Cascades. So as you can see, the water cascades out of the other side. We saw some folks kayaking over here a little bit earlier. And then if you look way, way down there, I'm sure if you could see, but there's actually a dog in the water. It is the end of October and 75 degrees, and I think everyone is just enjoying it because we know that this is probably one of the last days that it will be very, very nice. And here is another view. We are on top of the dam right now. And so you can see the walkways. The water levels are really low, and that's probably because here in Michigan we haven't had much rain. We didn't have much rain during the month of September or October. So as you can see, the water levels are extremely low. But still a sight to see on a sunny day like today. And here's the lower level of the dam. As you can see, there are parts of it that are not functioning. I did read several news articles stating that the city of Ann Arbor was assessing the monetary amount that it would take to make the dam fully functional. And as you can imagine, it's most likely millions and millions of dollars. And so that's on the table for the city of Ann Arbor to discuss and agree upon. And we're coming out of that Argo Park. And this particular route that we've taken today, we park over by Wheeler Park, which is just across the road. But this is the Amtrak train station. So this is where the Ann Arbor trains come in. This area also acts as a stop for the Greyhound buses. So this is where you would stop as well to get off here in Ann Arbor. Across the street is Casey's Tavern, which is a famous spot here in Ann Arbor. The Gandy Dancer is also a good restaurant. It's not far from here. And so if you're in the area, you need a bite to eat, those are two good places that I would recommend. And this completes our walk today. As I said, often when we come to this park and walk the Argo Dam, we park over by Wheeler Park, and it's just across the road. The parking is free. There's another park over here, which is Wheeler Park, and it has basketball court, some restrooms, and then also some play structures for the kids. Either way, this area of Ann Arbor is nice to visit. If you want a nice walk, there's plenty of restrooms. There's restaurants in this area as as we complete, today is Saturday, October 18th. The University of Michigan is playing football. I believe the game just started. But to conclude, go blue. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for watching. This is TNT McTravels.